Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And I'm making this one real quick, just to answer a couple of questions, touch on a few topics, and we keep it moving. Now, before we even get into all this tech shit, let me just give a special shout out to everybody that been hitting me up during the week, asking me if I'm okay, asking me how my family's doing and everything after the hurricane. Now, if you don't know, I live in New York City, and we got hit by Hurricane Sandy pretty hard out here. So right now, we don't got no gas. A lot of dudes don't got no electricity. A lot of dudes lost their house. A lot of dudes, trees fell in the cars and all that. So it's pretty crazy out here right now. So shout out to everybody that been showing me love. I can't get into all the names right now because it's too many people. But shout out to everybody that hit me up on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Google Plus and Voxer and all that. Yo, one love. I respect all of that, all of that. And also, shout out to my homie Josh. He personally called me on the phone during the storm, check on me, see how I was doing and all that. So shout out to my homie Josh. Now, let me just throw something out there real quick. A lot of cats think that, dudes on YouTube, like we in some kind of competition, some kind of contest, who could get the most subscribers and who get the most views and all that. It ain't like that with us and the dudes that I rock with. We make videos for y'all, for dudes that rock with us. We make videos for each other. We all trying to help each other out. It's like one big community. And after the hurricane, with all the love, it's like a big family, you know what I mean? So shout out to all of y'all that hit me up. That's what it is. I'm trying not to get all emotional and shit, but it's pretty crazy out here. Now, let's get into the tech shit. First, what's up with the iPhone 5? A lot of cats have been blowing me up on Instagram. Y'all see the pictures. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know it's kind of crazy right now. Y'all see what's going on. A lot of cats want to know what's up with the iPhone 5. Well, I had to do it. I told y'all a long time ago, whenever my shorty get tired of the iPhone 4, then we're going to get rid of them and get something new. For me personally, I wasn't really that interested in getting the iPhone 5, but since she want to get it, I said, fuck it, I might as well get it too, because, can't be letting that outshine me, you know what I mean? So I went and got them, and we're going to do some unboxing, we're going to do some videos and all that, but let me just tell you, the iPhone 5 is definitely a nice phone and all that. Is it better than the Galaxy Note? Definitely not. That's my personal opinion. I mean, the phone is fast, it's smooth and all that, but it's just too small and it's kind of boring and all that. But like I said, when I do the review and all that, we're going to go into it with an open mind. We're not going to be biased. We're not going to do no hating and all that, because y'all know I'll be bashing Apple here and there. We be having fun trolling them out and all that. But when I do my videos, y'all know I keep it 100. So if you're thinking about getting the iPhone 5, I'm going to do some real videos on it, give you my real opinion. And it's not going to be some, straight up Android biased video. I'm going to give y'all the real deal on the iPhone 5. And a lot of cats was hitting me up like, yo, why, like I'm a trader or something, like why you going to Apple and all that. But dudes got to remember that I had every iPhone that ever came out. I had the first iPhone, the second one, the third one, the 4th, the 4S, and now this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes don't remember, I still walk around with my 4S. You know what I mean? Y'all see the pictures, I use it as a doorstop and all that most of the time, but I still got it. So it's not like I'm just getting new to Apple, like I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with Apple since day one, but I just happen to like Android better. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with liking, two OSs. Look at it like cars, you know what I'm saying? Now, phones is a lot smaller than cars because it's a lot more expensive if you're trying to have a car habit like you got a phone habit. You know what I'm saying? But look at it like if you're looking at cars. Just because I like BMWs and I like Audis and all that, that don't mean I don't like Mercedes-Benz and I don't like, Volkswagen and all that. I like other cars too. So if I was balling like that, just because I got a Beamer, if I'm balling like that, I got a Beamer, I got a Benz, and I got an Audi. I got all three. And it's the same thing with phones. Now, phones is scaled back, so it's, less expensive. So a lot of my dudes that rock with me, y'all walking around with 2 or 3 phones, y'all know what I'm talking about. It don't really make sense to walk around with 3 Android phones. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be rolling with 3 phones, then mix it up. This way you get the best of both worlds. So I just happen to have like 8, 9 phones. So that's why I got a bunch of Androids. But if I only had 3 phones, I would have an iPhone, an Android, and a BlackBerry. I got to have a little bit of each. There ain't nothing wrong with that. So like I said, when I do the video, we'll get into that a little bit more and all that. I'll show y'all all the features and all. But like I said, it's a decent phone. It's a decent phone. Next, what's up with the iPad mini? A lot of cats been asking me, am I going to cop the mini? Well, last night when I was up in the Apple store, when I went to go cop this 5, I was playing with the mini and all that. And to be honest with y'all, I'm not really that impressed. Like, it's a nice tablet. It's a nice size. It's a nice one-hand tablet and all that. It's mad smooth. Y'all already know iOS is mad smooth and all that. But it's just kind of boring. And dudes that really roll with Android, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, when you get a tab, like when you get your Nexus 7, first thing you're gonna do is root it, drop some ROMs on it. It keeps it fresh. You know what I'm saying? So when you got an Android tab, it's always gonna be fresh because you're always gonna have ROMs. You're gonna be doing all kind of stuff. With the iPad, it's pretty boring. You know what I mean? But it's still nice though. Like I said, I played with it last night. It's nice and smooth and all that, but just not for me. It's cool now because the price is only $350. So, that's something that, you might want to jump on if you just want a good, reliable tab and you don't want to be, if you're not into rooting and flashing ROMs and all that, and you just want a good tab to, use apps and all that, that's fine. But the display on it is not that great either. It's definitely not Retina display and all that. The display is a little dull and all that, but for $350, it's a good buy. I'm not copping one, I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all don't get it, but me, I'm not getting one. Maybe I might get one for my daughter or something, for a birthday or whatever, but I don't know, maybe for Christmas or I might get her one, but who knows? I'm thinking about getting the Google Chromebook. That's another little product that's out that y'all might want to check out if you haven't seen it. Look at the Google Chromebook. That's $250. It's a full-size laptop. It's a nice, decent laptop. I used it today in Best Buy. I went to go get some cases for these iPhones, so I was playing around with the Chromebook, and it's a nice laptop for $250. So that's something y'all want to check out. I'm going to cop one. Like I said, I'm going to cop one. I'm going to give it to my daughter as a belated birthday present. You know what I mean? Because we did some other shit for her birthday, and then the hurricane came and fucked up what we were supposed to do. So instead of taking out and all that since the birthday passed, I'm going to just get the Chromebook. So before I give it to her, I'm going to pop it open and show it to y'all, see what it look like, because she ain't going to care if it's open or not. So whatever, we roll out like that. Next, a lot of cats been hitting me up asking me, am I going to get the Nexus 4 and the Nexus 10? Well, the Nexus 4 looks good. Like, a lot of cats hear me bash LG and all that, because I had LG phones in the past, and I never liked LG. But the specs on this one look pretty good. It has a nice display. It has 2 gigs of RAM, quad-core processor and all that. So the LG Nexus looks good. But here's the problem, though. It's only coming out on T-Mobile, and you could probably get it on AT&T Unlocked. Now, you ain't going to be able to use 4G on it because they don't have 4G. So that's kind of a downfall. There's no micro SD card and all that, which is not a big deal. But the biggest problem with me is it's not going to be on Sprint. It's not going to be on Verizon. So I'm not going to get it. Now, if they do come out with a Verizon and Sprint variant, then down the line, who knows? I am getting kind of bored with my Evo 4G LTE, so I may push that to the side and try something else. But in the meantime, right now, it don't look like I'm getting the Nexus 4 no time soon. But it looks good, so you might, if you're on T-Mobile, then you need that. Definitely. If you're on AT&T, then I don't know, I probably would miss that and get the Note 2. You know what I'm saying? I probably would pass on the Nexus 4. Now, as far as the Nexus 10, that tablet looks good. I'm probably going to get that. Matter of fact, I'm definitely going to get that. Who am I kidding? Even though the Galaxy Note 10.1, that's my favorite tab right now. Once you use that and you start using the stylus, you ain't never going to put that down. But, whatever. Y'all know I like to keep it fresh, so I'm gonna probably get the Nexus 10 anyway, and we'll make a couple of videos on that, and we'll see what it look like. Right now, it's looking good, though. Spec-wise and all that, it's looking good. It's not going to be like one of those low-end Android tablets. It looks like they're trying to get back in the high-end game, so whatever. We see what that looks like. Next, a lot of cats been hitting me up asking me what's up with the Motorola, the new Razrs and the LG Optimus G and all of that. As far as that goes, that's kind of like going backwards, getting the Razr and all that. If battery is your main concern, then the Razr Max HD, new one and all that, yeah, fine. But as far as just getting the Razr, that's kind of like going backwards. Once you use the big Galaxy Note 2, with that 5.5, and you like that one, it's going to be hard to drop down. Like right now, I'm trying to play with this iPhone 5, but after using the Note 2, I mean, this keyboard, I haven't typed a complete sentence yet without having to go back and erase and type it over. Not yet, because I'm used to the big keyboards now, so I got to get back used to my Apple keyboards and all that. Apple keyboard is nice and all that, but like I said, if you got the Note 2 and you're used to the big phones, it's going to be hard to go back down. So getting the Razr Max and all that, that's kind of like going backwards right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially everything now is coming out quad core. So going back to dual core, that's like, you're going back to the future. So it don't make no sense to do that. So I'm going to miss those two also. What else? Like I said, I ain't going to try to stretch this out too long. A lot of cats hit me up on Instagram, hit me up asking me, how is that Need for Speed Hot Pursuit? And that shit is tough, all right? So if you're looking for a good game that you just want to relax and you don't want to get too much, too complicated. A good game that, you get smoked out and you just want to relax and play a nice game, then get the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. It's hot. One thing I like about it is you don't have to keep on constantly racing to unlock cars. Because, a lot of times you get tired of doing that shit. So the Need for Speed is hot because all you got to do is drive around and find the car. So once you find the car, it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. You just press the button, you get out of the Benz, you jump in the Beamer. You keep driving around, you find the Audi, jump out of that, get into the Audi. So that game is hot. It's a big open world kind of track. Trust me, Need for Speed is a go. Now, I don't really do videos on video reviews on video games and all that. A lot of cats hit me up asking me to do one. I don't know if I get enough requests, then I'll probably do it. But most of the time, I don't really do that. I leave that to the cats that focus on video games. But take it from me though, the Need for Speed is a definite go. It's a nice cop. And also, last but not least, a lot of cats want to know what's up with the Galaxy Note, the real review and all that. If we're going to do, Galaxy Note versus Galaxy S3 and iPhone versus... We're going to do all that. We're going to do all that. Now that it's getting cold outside, everybody back in the house again. Got a little bit more free time now. So we're going to try to get these videos flowing again, for all my dudes that rock with me. So what I'm saying? So we're going to try to get it going. But definitely, I'm getting that Note review out this week. The Note right now is my favorite phone. It's probably the best phone I used yet. There's one thing about it that I don't like, and I'll talk about that in the real review, but other than that, the phone is still a solid 10. When I went to, another quick story before I get out of here. When I went to Apple Store last night to cop the iPhone 5, as soon as I walked in, the fanboys hit me, you know what I'm saying? They was, they was down my throat. So I was like, cool, we talking and all that. So I went in my pocket and I pulled out the Note 2, and even the hardcore fanboys in there, they were straight up showing respect for the Note. And when I hit them with the stylus and the copy and paste feature, it was a wrap, Even the manager that was dealing with the manager, he had to show love for that copy and paste feature. He was like, he never even seen that before. And these are hardcore Apple fanboys. They was in there drooling over the Note 2. So right now, the Note 2 is my favorite phone. It's the best phone probably I use ever. And especially with that big keyboard. If you're a big dude like me, trust me, you want to get that Note 2. I can't stress how much I like that phone right now. I haven't used my S3 all week. I've been using the Note. Battery life on it is good. But like I said, we'll get into that in the real review. Shout out to everybody that rock with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters hitting up that Facebook page. I see y'all. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. Special shout out to everybody on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time. And like I said, shout out to everybody that was showing love for the hurricane. It's your boy Floss. I'm gonna catch up with y'all on the next trip. But before I go, let me pull the camera out. Let's walk outside. I'll show y'all a little bit of what the hurricane did on my block. All right, so let's take a quick look. All right, now this is next door to my crib. Now I was parked in the driveway, so I was kind of safe, but this is a big giant tree. Fell down into the homie's Maxima. Smashed all the windows out. This car was parked on the corner. Just smashed it out. So I guess it's kind of crazy out here right now. Down trees everywhere. Still no gas and no power. But like I said, shout out to everybody that was showing that love. It's your boy Floss. I'm going to catch up with y'all on the next trip. Deuces.